October 1st, 1991, Killeen, Texas. A truck driver came flying through the front window of Luby's restaurant. The driver, George Renard, got out of his truck only to open fire on 45 stunned customers and employees. 23 did not make it. November 5th, 2009, Fort Hood, Texas. No American military base has suffered a mass shooting like the one on Fort Hood that fall. Army psychiatrist Nadal Hussein attacked the base with a semi-automatic pistol, killing 13 people and wounding 29. December 14, 2012, Newton, Connecticut. 20-year-old Adams Lansler carried out a brutal attack on Sandy Hook Elementary School, shooting and killing 26 innocent students and staff members. Unfortunately, the United States experiences epidemic levels of gun violence, claiming over 30,000 lives annually, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. FBI numbers in 2001 shows that there were 12,664 murders in the U.S. Of these, 8,583 were caused by firearms. This means 4,081 deaths were committed without firearms. It is believed if there had been stricter gun control laws enforced at the time, many of these deaths could have been prevented. But is that true? Not necessarily. According to additional data provided by the FBI, in 2011, California had the highest number of murders, with 12,220 deaths. The irony of this is California was named the state with the strongest gun laws in 2011. And it is a known fact that California is one of the biggest states in the country. On the other hand, Vermont enforces laxer laws, yet the rate of gun violence is reportedly the lowest in the United States. While guns are the most common used for murders in the U.S., 2,500 more people die at the hands of drunk drivers. So where's the outrage from Americans for the legal alcohol? And should we ban cars in an effort to prevent drunk driving? Although I agree with the notion of taking serious actions against gun violence, I also acknowledge upon doing so, the toughest issue is to separate the emotions from the facts. Because it's easier to be angry at the gun, but does that anger make sense? To be angry at the tool and not the user. Thomas Jefferson reminds us, the laws that forbid the carrying of arms disarms only those who are neither inclined or determined to commit crimes. Such laws makes it worse for the assaulted and better for the assailants. They serve rather to encourage than to prevent homicide. For an unarmed man may be attacked with greater confidence than an armed man. So what exactly is the argument against tighter gun control laws? For me, it leaves the question of whether tighter gun control laws will help reduce crimes of gun violence at all. As I stated earlier, imposing stricter gun laws didn't show any evidence of reducing the murder rate involving guns. And although a significant amount of deaths are due to gun violence, about 1/3 of all murders are from other acts of violence. Even though society claims their reasoning behind wanting to impose stricter laws is to inconvenience the criminals from obtaining firearms, we must remember, criminals are not law-abiding citizens. Therefore, majority of them aren't gaining possession of firearms through the use of guidelines that the law imposes. So ask yourself, who will we really be inconveniencing? And are we restricting the rights of Americans, rights to speech, rights to property, rights to keep and bear arms? The truth is in the founders. You are the solver. You have the rights that no society, no government, and even the greater good cannot take away.
Slightly nervous?